me is legendary.
Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Lakers. The intimidation factor looms large. Anthony Davis is locked in and focused on winning, trying to lead his team as they wind up for the Battle of LA. The epicenter, downtown Los Angeles. Lakers, Clippers, coming right up on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Clutch out there with Howard. And for the Clippers, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one. So the Lakers win the tip. Here's Clutch. It's Davis on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Zubac. No good from Howard. Left side, George. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Clutch, defended by George. Kicks it out to James. Here's Clutch, coming off a solid outing against Portland. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Howard. They get it again, and Davis throws it down.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Here's Clutch. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Pass to Clutch. LeBron James on the wing. The 3-ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, the strategy used to be in defending LeBron, make him shoot jump shots, long jump shots. He's countered that strategy by becoming a knockdown three-point shooter.
Now here's Leonard. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Hey, making history is part of Russell Westbrook's DNA. Remember when he averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons in a row?
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
On defense, the Lakers. And here's Leonard from 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Clutch, defended by George. Trying to get open is Davis. No good from Clutch. Clippers trail by 9. George up top, covered by LeBron. George dishes to Jackson. Inside, can they get it? And the basket is good.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Westbrook passes to Clutch. On the wing, Davis. Stolen. Leonard with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Lakers leading by 9. Clutch the pass to James. Here's Clutch, guarded by Jackson. The shot's good from Clutch. Clutch has got his second basket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. Westbrook pulls it in, and it's the Lakers' ball. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Clutch, driving to the basket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Jackson with it. Westbrook picks him up. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And the Clippers call time here. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play, yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
Now here's Jackson, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there, and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball. And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Here's Clutch. He's got 9. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
That's good from Clutch. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Both free throws good from Clutch. Clippers trail by 15. Outside Jackson. James against Leonard. Pocket 6. Poked away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Yeah, sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Anthony with it. He had 10 points in the win against Portland.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Here's Clutch. Into the lane. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so here are the Clippers following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Clutch. 13 points in the game. Buries the long-range jumper. Clutch has got 16.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Clutch, defended by George. Jacks up a 3. And the Lakers get it back. Here's Clutch. 16 points for him. 5 on the clock. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Clutch has got 19 points.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's George. Can they get it? Zubac's trying to break loose. Excellent D there from Clutch. Over Leonard. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you got to put a body on Davis when he goes up in the air, because if you don't, it's too late. You'll be Instagram.
Leonard against LeBron. And Davis sends it back.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Clutch, guarded by Jackson. Fade away, and another basket for the Lakers.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Clippers with the ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard, no luck.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And it's in there.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Now here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Here's Clutch. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off. I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Jackson after the basket by the Lakers. Outside, George.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
James against Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Now here is George. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Clutch. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Jackson. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the boards. Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Clutch, defended by George.
There you go. Come get this.
No good from Clutch.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Jackson against Westbrook. They need this one, and he sinks the layup.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Lebron passes to Clutch. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, leadership definitely in LeBron James's job description. He says it's not always giving pats on the back.
Sometimes it just builds character. It builds even more trust. You're able to get on someone able to get on you, and then, you know, the whistle blown, let's get out and let's execute what needs to be done.
You know, GA, that ability to hold your teammates accountable is important, isn't it?
Not only that, it's a hallmark of winning teams, those open and honest lines of communication.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers. Russell Westbrook out there with Clutch. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Anthony in at the 4 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against the Trailblazers delivered quite a performance. He scored an incredible number of points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Substitution. Kendrick Nunn.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That free throw good from Clutch. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your lead list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. The pass to Ibaka. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bledsoe right side, 6 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
It's a major challenge trying to contain Bledsoe. I mean, when he's being aggressive, he puts the defense in a tough spot.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second.
You know, an athletic and strong player at his position is Bledsoe, and he's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
Here's Clutch. 37 points for him. To the paint. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got his first points of the game.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Kennard kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Anthony. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
First one falls for him. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The Clippers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And they pick up 2. Clutch has got 39.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here we go, one-on-one for the three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
In the corner, Kennard with it. And he's good on the three ball. Kennard's got 5.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Clutch. Launches a 3. The rebound by Ibaka.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Batum passes to Kennard. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Kennard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's Clutch. He's got 39. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Clutch has got 42 in the game. Down low, here's Kennard. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's Clutch. Kennard covering. No good from Clutch. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubats in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Westbrook passes to Clutch. Knocked loose. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Outside, George. Pass to Zubats. And he drops it in from the low post.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Here's Clutch. Zubats defending. It's good. Clutch has got 44.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Outside, George. No good with the triple.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Leonard against LeBron. Inside. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Leonard. George has got 7 points.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Here's Clutch, defended by George. The shot's good from Clutch.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Westbrook with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Clutch. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Shot from free throw range. Goes back up. And it's Zubats laying it in. Zubats has got 4 points this quarter.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here's Clutch. Zubats defending. The shot's good from Clutch.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Leonard looking around. And they're pushing it up. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. Clutch the pass to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, you describe AD's games and you start running out of superlatives. I mean, when this guy is healthy, he dominates in a different fashion, but in similar ways to Tim Duncan.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's George to the inside. Zubats. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Clutch. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Here's Clutch, defended by George. Here's Clutch. Here's Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's George, defended by Clutch. The rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's Clutch. Hits it again. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
The feed to Leonard. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Lakers shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. That one falls.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
George passes to Zubats. Leonard against Davis. Leonard inside. Off with the layup. Here's Clutch. The three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jackson with it. Now Anthony defending. Leonard with no one around. And the Clippers miss again.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then. Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That one drops for him. Jackson's got 7 points.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Here's Clutch. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Leonard on the wing. Over LeBron. Leonard, no luck.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Clutch the pass to Davis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And then for the Lakers, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Davis. Ellington comes in for James. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Here's Clutch. Non-stop scoring machine here. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Bledsoe kicks to Kennard. Pass to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Fades. And he comes up with the deuce. 7 points for Serge Ibaka.
And you got to worry about Ibaka everywhere. Inside, beyond the arc, and the mid-range. He'll find that spot to beat you.
Here's Clutch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 2nd personal.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Now, here's Kennard. D right on him. To the middle. And Ibaka slams it in.
Leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Anthony's shot is off. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd. Kennard with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Passes it to Bledsoe. Kept alive. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Clutch. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
The Clippers shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Now, here's Kennard. He's got 13. Bledsoe connects on the foul line jumper. Bledsoe's got 5 now.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Clutch. Picked away. Bledsoe right side. Batum wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
3-point pass.
Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. And Jordan has it in the corner. Lakers working the ball around now. And, yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And here's Bledsoe. He has 5. Takes it inside. Makes it off the glass. Bledsoe's got 4 this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And there's the basket. Good from Clutch.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You know, Bledsoe is a decent shooter from outside, but I think it's really important that he continues to connect from there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, Platinum.
Coming on to the
Group
floor
substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Giles. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Eric Bledsoe. The Lakers also changing it up. Gasol comes in for Jordan. And it's Clutch in for Malik Monk. So with James on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Wayne Ellington is out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Clutch. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Here's Clutch. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Now George. Now the pass to Mann. And here's Leonard from 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Clippers. Here's Clutch. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Great playing most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Pass to Clutch. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now, I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Smith drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, I tell you, in a nanosecond, Smith can blast right past the defense. A tough player to keep up with when he's taking it to the rack like that.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Clutch. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Right side, George. George double teamed. Johnson wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Clutch. He's covered by Leonard. Clutch, the pass to Ellington. 6 to shoot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Personal foul.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Giles checked in for George. Gasol against Leonard. That's tipped. Here's Clutch. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his 5th foul.
T.O. number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Smith the pass to Giles. On the wing, Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Yes, that goes in. The Clippers shoot here in the 4th quarter around 41%. Smith finds Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency is, you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Clutch. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you've got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively too.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
They get the rebound. Kennard kicks to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. And he stays with it. The 3 from Johnson. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Clutch. Banked in off the glass.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Giles, defended by Gasol. Going inside, and that one drops. Giles has got 4 this quarter.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Clutch. He got it again. Sensational.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on 3rd place all-time in scoring. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Alex Caruso.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Giles. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Lakers shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. And there's the drive. Gets it to go. That one good from Clutch.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Johnson finds Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength.
And good! There's another.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. .105 left in the fourth quarter. The rebound by Johnson. To the paint. It's stolen by Monk. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Great D that time from Johnson. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
It's rebounded by Clutch. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drops in the layup for two.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. And he drives, and another one.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.